it's Randa. Welcome back to my little Canva walkthroughs. Today I am going to show you guys the share button and all of the options behind it. So I pulled up a little thing I was working on. I'm wrapping Christmas presents. I didn't feel like handwriting tags, so I made them on Canva, printed them out, and sliced them up with my paper cutter, and then just taped them on because I was being lazy and cheap. So I'm just going to show you guys the different options that you can share by using that template there. And yeah, well, let's get to it. Hey, alright, so I got my little tag page open here. I am done wrapping presents, but I'm still going to show you guys the share and print options just using this because it was the last thing I worked on. So I got a couple of pages. You can see down here in the corner it says that I got 4 pages of tags, and what I did was I just grabbed a template and I changed the font and added the kids' names to each one of the tags, chopped them up with my paper cutter, and then taped them to the presents because I didn't feel like buying tags. Actually, it wasn't that. It was I sent the husband to the store and he didn't come home with tags. So this was my remedy. Better than having to go back out. So I printed out these, and to do that I came in and I clicked on each one of the page names. There. See? What's it's not okay. Well, I clicked there last time, but you can also do it from here. So I clicked on the 4 little squares down here under my face. That brings you up to the See All page. And you can come down here and you can see that I labeled each one of the pages with one of the kids' names. That's how, when I come over here, I know what is what. And I'll show you. So, clicked on the share button. The first thing you're going to see is this people with access. You can, whoever you give access to will show up here. And then anyone with the link, you can give access to anybody that has the link, and you can change this to only you can access, and then it's private. Here, anyone with the link, they can access it, and then you can give them permission to edit it. They can also make comments on it with this little notes button down here, and there's a comment thing on that you can put on each element as well. I prefer not to give people the ability to comment because then I get little highlights on my thing and I have trouble finding them. Or you can give them the option to just view it. Okay. Then you just copy the link and you can share the link to them, text message, whatever, email, however you want to do it. Then down here we also have the download button. This is the button that you'll use if you want to print stuff using Canva. Print with Canva. Canva will print it for you. That's an option you can explore on your own. They do professional print jobs though, and they're pretty sharp. So when you click download, you get a file type option. When you're just going to be sharing, a PNG is fine, or a JPEG, whatever, it's all fine. If you are going to print and you want it to look sharp, clean, and nice, select PDF print. Okay. I normally don't highlight any of these. I leave them unclicked because I don't need to crop marks and bleed, and I don't need to flatten my PDF, and I don't need to include any notes that are on the page. You can select which pages you wish to download. You can select all, you can have your current one, and you can individually click. And here is where labeling them comes in handy, because if you have a bunch of pages, you're not going to want to scroll through these and figure out which one's which. You're going to want to just click on the ones that have a label on them because you know. And you'll see here too, it says what size it is. I chose a real estate flyer template, probably just because it was blank. And the page size is an 8.5 by 11 inches. That's an A4 size paper. That is the standard print size. I selected it that way I knew what size everything was going to be when it printed out, okay? Or at least roundabout. Excuse me. And if you are printing anything, I highly recommend that you either start with an A4 size page, the 8.5 by 11, or if you have Pro and you forget to do that, which you do sometimes, that you resize it using the resize button into the 8.5 by 11. Your other option, and I've done this before, like if this wouldn't have been a template where everything was laid out and I had just opened a tag template, I would save that tag template when I was done and then upload it as a picture onto an 8.5 by 11 page. That way, when it drops down, it's the size that the tag was made, because Canva's pretty good at that. So if you design like a 2.5 by 3.5, or like a business card, say you design a business card, okay, standard size business card, you download that when you're finished with it, and then open up a blank 8.5 by 11, and you can plop it down on there, and it will be almost the size of the business card. And when you grab the corners of stuff, when you grab the corners of stuff, you can see how big they are. I have my child talking to me in the background here, asking me if I said bat wings and wheels or something, and no, I did not. No, I did not say bat wing. Yes, you did. When did I say bat wing? Because you did. Did I say bat wing? I didn't say bat wing. This kid is full of it. Put words in my mouth. This is why we drink coffee. For the interruptions and the weird mental gymnastics he puts me through. Did I say bat wing? I don't think I did. I had no reason to say this. I think he just wanted me to say it. Okay. So, anyhow, where was I? Can I grab a hold of this and show you? Oh, that's just a regular rectangle. How about this one? Nope, it's not letting me grab it. Nope. I'd have to open a new one to show you. And now I feel like I must add a page. So let me come in here and I'm going to type in tag, because I have some tags that I made. Okay, so here's an old tag that I made. And it's, you see, I plopped it down there. I made that in a tag label template, and then I saved it. So here I'm going to grab it, and you'll notice, see, we got, it's coming up 5.1, 1.4. I can change the size of it, and I know how big that is. And I mean, if you can do the math, it's there. I'm not going to do the math. I'm not mathy enough to math that without sounding a fool, so I'm not even going to try. But as you can see, can I get it to go to 6.2? Nope. Okay, so that's like a 6 by 2. And if you look at it in relation to an 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper, that's about right. With what you got left over and all of that, yeah, that's about the size it would be. So when you make it in a template that is made to a size and then save it, and bring it back in and put it onto a sheet of paper that is the 8.5 by 11, you can have everything sized. And if you need more, you can just copy it once you have it sized and line them all up and use, your little lines to allow you. And you can make yourself a little template that's printable for however many you need to print out if you're doing a couple on a page. And that will also help you with lining things up for front and back printing as well. But I'll show you that later because I apparently have a kid who needs me to play trucks with him. So, happy Canva creating, guys. I'm Randa. Thanks for watching.